everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Nobody's out there yet, but
Everybody who's not out there, hi. All you people out there,
the world.
yeah, out there in hyperspace. Yeah,
You might be the only one in hyperspace.
I might be the only one in hyperspace. What's new? Does that say on top what the temperature is, or there's?
No,
Oh,
only
you have it on there. Okay, yeah, that's it. I'm trying to
Why don't you
figure
tell
that out.
people what we're going to do today?
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sean and David here. Uncle Davey's painting show. We're not painting today. We're doing another artistic form. We're doing cooking. We're doing sous vide. We've been threatening to do this, and we're doing it. So we'll kind of drag our feet a little here so people jump on. But you notice I have a nice fleece on because it's 68 degrees here in Minnesota. A little bit breezy. Yeah, not too bad. We're not in the sun here. We have it blocked off here. We're on our deck. Those of you who don't know, we're on our deck, and we have our. We're going to fix this, by the way. We got to fix today.
Fixed on Sunday.
Yeah, on Sunday we're fixing this. We just bought some aluminum strip. We're going to put that on there and put some nifty stainless steel screws in there. It's going to be just perfect. Because this doesn't seem to want to stay on there. But then we can't have that because we're class act here in Northfield. So anyway, what we're doing today, we got, how many folks are? I can go over this again too. Oh, okay. What we're doing today is we have, we're going to sous vide. That's French.
How do you spell it?
Souvous. Souvos. Sousvi. What?
V-E.
VE. Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
So this is the...
Here it is. That's what it looks like.
box that we...
Yeah.
It's Jewel is the name of the... It's sous vide. Perfect food every time. Even
The Jewel is not our sponsor, so I'm not going to say, you know.
No,
they're big on that sponsor.
Although if they're interested, they can call us.
They could give us. They could give us everything. They just check with us on our Facebook. I'm sure folks will be contacting them all over France, Paris, and all that stuff. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to sous vide, which means cook somehow.
I think it means like
Bag cook.
Cook in a bag.
Cook in a bag, or a bag cook, whatever it is. In the bag cooking, I don't know. But anyway, a literal translation would be nice if anybody's parlez-vous French over there. If, Sue Hartman is there, she parlez-vous. She could maybe explain what that means. But anyway, so what we're doing is we're going to take a pork chop. We're going to take from Graize Farms. Our friends Rob and Corey dropped them off. Rob and Corey dropped them off, and we defrosted them, and we're going to cook them today. And these are from Graize Farm, which have huddly, cuddly pigs. They do. I mean, let them run free. They give them extra mud on their birthday. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, they just treat them nicely.
We did get an update on the name. We'll announce that later.
Yeah, we'll announce that later. We got an update on the name because we were, kind of concerned. We want to know the pedigree here, But so we're going to cook those, and Sean's going to show you exactly step by step how to do that. So while we're doing that, or before we do that, I think what maybe I should do is mix a cocktail. You see here we have some items, alcoholic beverages. Children, you're not 21, don't even think about it. And we made this cocktail. Actually, Sean invented this cocktail, and he and I have agreed, called it the Uncle Davey.
You've agreed.
Yeah, I've agreed. Well, I had a couple other options.
I mean, you had to put your name on it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I had some options, some different names that I thought, but then he finally came up, and I think that's a pretty good name. Yeah, I'm not an egotist. I don't need that kind of, whatever. Well, anyway, so I'm going to mix it. And I have
Oh, sorry, everybody.
and we got the double thing. I have the recipe right here, so we're going to do it. Okay.
Uncle Tim's there.
Hi, Timmy.
Yeah. Corey says you're going to need a cocktail to announce the pig's name. That's true.
Yeah, if I'm not weeping openly, I get so emotional about things like that. Happy little huddly, cuddly pigs.
You have a recipe you wrote down?
I have a recipe I wrote down. Yeah, well, that's the one
we discussed it earlier.
Yeah, we did. I wrote it down because, memory is good, but it's very short. So, what we have here is you take this lovely bottle of Jameson Cooper's Crows, which, by the way, Corey and Rob dropped off, which is excellent Irish whiskey. Of course, right there, that name right there will tell you that, right? So, it's mostly this, and we'll pour a generous portion. A little more. So this is kind of for me, and yeah, I mean, come on. Oops, splash them around. Well, sterilize and stuff.
hey.
Oh.
That one's for me, huh?
Yeah, that's for you. Either one said more. Yeah.
Okay.
Well. Okay, and then.
Hi, Kathy.
Then we take. Hi, Kathy. We take this all the way from Vermont. This is coming from Bob in Underall, Vermont. Sent this. This is Whistle Pig maple syrup with whiskey in it, and
barrel aged.
Yeah, it's barrel aged. It's really this. You know, if everybody in the world had a bottle of this, there'd never be any problems. You just stay home and eat this stuff. Yeah. So we're gonna put some of this in our drink, and a squirt, but can't squirt it, so we'll do a dash like that. And I like that a lot.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. I like things sweeter.
Yeah.
So I'll put a little more in there. Okay.
We're making a whole bunch of stuff tonight. So
Yeah.
we're starting with the cocktail.
We start with a cocktail,
Uncle
really.
Davey.
Yeah. Uncle Davey. We're making the Uncle Davey. Now, this is a Fee Brothers West Indian Orange Bitters for use in cocktails. It's and I took a little sip of it earlier. It's bitter. It has an orange flavor, and we need a dash, right?
A few dashes.
A few dashes.
Because it's got so sweet with all the little more. A little more. There you go.
There, we're dashing the hell out of it. There, we're dash.
There you go.
Yeah,
Good. Yep.
dashing her. Okay, and this is the birth of the Uncle Davey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stir it up with there you go.
Do that, stir it up. We'll take a little sip. And Rita, I know you just joined us, so what we're doing today, John's probably just got off the links.
Oh yeah.
He's cleaning his balls and clubs, hugging his clubs. He told me this morning, he called me.
He always makes sure.
He said he was hugging his clubs this morning and kind of getting to know them, getting in tune with touch with them, because they are important when you hit the little white ball into the hole. How is that?
It's delicious.
Is it? Yeah. It's just a combination of
Mm-hmm.
maple syrup, rye whiskey, bitters.
No,
and,
not rye. This is there's a
yeah, there's rye whiskey in it. Yeah, yeah.
It's
aged in rye whiskey barrels, and of course, Jameson. How can you go wrong with that? So that's what we have in here. And what we're doing today is we have pork chops that our friends gave us that have came from these cuddly pigs in Faribault, and we're going to sous vide them today. And we've got everything going here. We're going to do it step by step. So we'll go real slow, because if John's watching, we'll go extra slow. Let us know if John's watching. We'll go
If
extra slow.
Questions, let us know.
Yeah, we can.
I'll be watching.
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah. So we're out here on the deck, and you may probably recognize this. And here we are. We're ready to get started. We're using the grill that we put together. That works, by the way. Some of you naysayers think
Didn't think it was gonna work.
I know, and I'm just amazed they wouldn't think that. Yeah. And this nifty grill we have has 3 burners, and we were smart enough to order a side burner, a cooker, so we can do our Brussels sprouts. That's really smoking there. Your frying pan.
Let me just turn it off for now.
Mm-hmm. Oh my!
You want a little bit more?
A little more bitters.
Really interesting. Okay.
See,
Tim Allen wants to know if you could make that cocktail with Bush beer. I think he's thinking about a Bush latte.
2 words, Tim. No. No, Tim. I wonder if Jenny
Reedy's watching.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
Yeah.
All right, so should we get
Let's
start on the Brussels sprouts?
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'll set
Okay.
it up, and then you can.
I'll narrate.
He's in charge of the narration and the videotaping today.
This isn't good.
So trying to make sure I'm in there.
Yeah, if any of you remember last Friday's videotaping fiasco, let me why don't I get back a little bit?
Okay, just gotta make sure we get here.
Yeah. We can hear the chopping going.
Yeah. So tell them what we're doing now.
Well, now we're getting the Brussels sprouts ready for cooking. If you notice over here, you see we've got the grill, which is on, and that's a frying pan. You can see the big frying pan. The Brussels sprouts are going in there. We're going to take. We have to
make the Brussels sprouts early because the sous vide,
yeah.
because we started that earlier, is going to take almost no time.
Right. And then once we get the Brussels sprouts ready, we're going to We have a visitor, or is it the squirrel?
I don't think so. Squirrel.
We're going to show you the sous vide process. Sean will explain it to you.
Yeah.
In depth.
We'll do a demonstration.
We'll do a demonstration. So take notes. Toots, if you're watching, you take notes. This is actually artistic because cooking is artistic, and it could go in the big book of art. Yeah. Yeah. It's probably not very big.
So tell Pauline that we saw Jeremy today.
Yes, Pauline. We stopped and we were in D.C.
Dodge Center.
Dodge Center. Actually, we were with Northwest Dodge Center.
Yep. DC,
Yeah.
Northwest
Northwest Dodge Center. Yeah. And we were there, and we were buying some metal from the company there.
McNeilis.
Yeah. But we figured, if we're going there, we'll see our friend and nephew and
my cousin
and Sean's cousin Jeremy, and drop off a nice meatloaf. So we did.
Yeah. For
him and Troy and the kids. I hope they enjoy it. It was nice seeing them. Of course, they had the social distance, and he was working from home. Just feverishly.
He was. Yeah, he was sweating.
He was sweating. Yeah, he was sweating, and he was just dashing about. But anyway, he said he's kind of getting used to that working from home business. So.
Yeah, he doesn't necessarily want to go back. He
now,
talked about having natural light as being a big part of it.
Yeah, well, I think that's what. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this back on.
Yeah. So, do we need anything to go to there? Butter? Or?
I've got oil. See, so I've got. I'm using today. Can you see me here?
Yeah. You want to go a little closer, maybe?
Oh, this is
that's good. Yeah.
Northfield. Right downtown here, they've got an olive oil and vinegar place.
Yeah.
And they have really good garlic infused olive oil, and then we'll also add a balsamic vinegar, but it's dark chocolate.
Yeah.
So it's really good.
That'll really zip it up. Kevin Reedy, Zeke.
Yeah.
From Arizona.
He's watching.
Zeke,
all right, so I'm going to start by just like.
Kevin, Bridget Hart said Kevin's brother works for McNeilis.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I hope he isn't the guy that helped us, although he was a very nice fellow.
Does he still live in Sturtville?
Yeah. Does he drive from?
Well, unless Kevin's brother's like 80 years old, I don't think it's probably.
No, that's right. Because the two guys that helped us were one was I think 81, the other guy was 78.
Yeah,
he was really old. Those old guys. Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, but they were nice. I mean, but we stopped in and we.
Little onion powder.
Onion powder, which makes everything right.
Yep.
We stopped in, and it was probably 11:45.
Garlic powder.
And the guy said, it took a while for him to recognize we were human beings. We were there.
Yeah, you stand around for kind of a while.
Yeah, you do that. You go in the office, somebody in the office, and you take some of their money. And
I always like to put this stuff. This is one of my favorites.
Yeah,
Aleppo pepper.
Yeah.
It's turkey. It's not really very spicy, but it's very flavorful.
It's probably got that turkey.
All right, is anybody writing any questions? You could probably.
Okay. Can I?
You can look on your computer over here.
Well, I could.
Or you can go up. Yeah.
Tim said it's all I got.
Jeremy told me.
Yeah,
okay, there you
Jeremy,
go.
Yeah.
And so that's
the
nobody's
last
asking any questions.
All right.
They must be able to hear us, so that's good.
Yeah, you must be able to hear us. That's fine.
We got the new microphone.
Yeah. But we had to wait until we were there at 1:45, and we picked out what we wanted. Told the guy, who was the only guy there. He said, "Well, everybody's at dinner," which he meant lunch. Of course, that's how they say it in D.C.
Yep.
So he said they won't be back to 12:30.
Oh,
1:45. Uh-oh.
That's okay. A little bit of pepper.
Oh my God.
No problem.
Oh, there we go.
And then some salt here.
Yep. See?
Oh, that'll be good.
Salt on it.
And then, since we're kind of going along with Bob Stone, we're going to add some of this Whistle Pig maple syrup.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
I would think we could add that. By the way,
because the Brussels sprouts are kind of bitter, and then this is kind of sweet.
That'll sweeten them up. By the way, Sean and I did have some of that maple syrup, Whistle Pig maple syrup.
Okay, it's going to be really
and ice cream. It was just the absolute best the other night.
It was delicious.
Yeah.
That was last night. Can people still see me?
No, I was sipping my cocktail. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I make it look really easy, probably when you're doing art.
Yeah, well, I can see it. Difficult. There.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Not that. It's not.
Who's texting me?
California.
First guest. Mary and Coach are watching. Mary loves Brussels sprouts.
Why don't you get a shot in here of the Brussels sprouts?
All right.
Cooking.
We'll do that.
Zoom in on it. Get it over here.
I'm not going to mess with the zoom part. Look at that. I mean,
those are going to take a little while. So that's why we started with them.
Yeah, we don't want to burn them. Don't burn with all that.
Yep, I'm going to add just a little bit more.
Susan Pierce says, "Are we supposed to come over? We only have Pinot Grigio, but we will shake."
I like that.
Yeah, they're our neighbors.
Okay, so that's cooking. That's going to take 10-15 minutes, probably.
Okay.
In the meantime, we will.
Sorry about the bottle around it, boys and girls.
So now we're gonna do the sous vide,
All
which
right,
everybody
I think
seems to
maybe
want.
I'll get.
Well, come over here because
Yeah.
oh, you know what? Did you get the pork chop?
I will.
I'll go grab it.
Okay.
You talk to people for a
Okay,
minute.
I will talk to people. All right.
Here. Explain something. Explain. You know what you do? Explain your setup here.
Oh, wait. Oh, I shall.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Go ahead.
You see?
Explain
All right.
that. If people can
Okay.
see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, well, a lot of times I have to have a cocktail when I put it together. But this is my watering and this is my irrigation system for the plants. And it also has, by the way, it's not just irrigation. We got a leak here, imagine that. Fertilizer. So it automatically fertilizes and automatically waters everything twice a day in the backyard, 8:30 in the morning, 8:30 in the evening. In the front yard, all the way to the front yard. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I just go on at the same time. So, but here is the timer. That goes up. That's for the backyard here. All the backyard across the driveway into the other place there. And here is the one for the front yard, which doesn't take as much because it's not as much sun. And you don't have as much stuff up there. But you'll notice there's kind of a configuration here. And you see what happens is this turns the whole unit off, and the water runs through here and all through there. If I want to isolate, not fertilize, I have these two valves here I turn off, you know. And I just messed with this, and you know what? I think I won't touch that. It's starting to leak. I'll have to put a wrench on that.
Yeah. Corey asked if you hire out to do irrigation installation.
Yeah, but I don't think you want me to do it.
No.
I mean, I am not, you know, this
Okay,
probably
so-
would pass. Okay,
So
let's
now we
get
got
back.
a pork chop. I'm just going to show people this pork chop. It's ridiculous. This is a pork chop, and we got a package of 2 of these. So I'm gonna prep this one for sous vide, and then I'm going to show you the actual result, and then we're gonna cook it. So why don't you go ahead and try to get in here so
Okay.
I'll season it up first.
Right.
First thing we're gonna want, of course, is some garlic powder.
Right.
Right. Everybody likes garlic powder. Onion powder. What?
If they don't, Pat Twins watching. Watch this, Pat. This isn't how they cook the New Ulm.
A little bit of my favorite again, Aleppo.
Aleppo
Pepper.
Yeah, I'm always nervous about
You can
that.
get- yeah. Every once in a while I go a little too much
Yeah,
on
it
it, and then
gets a little
some guys freak out. Montreal steak seasoning, which is really good.
Works on everything.
You can put it literally on everything. We should
Yeah.
be sponsored by them almost.
We should almost.
A little pepper. Good. And then some salt. And then we'll kind of round it off with some rosemary leaves. A little rosemary there. Be nice if we had fresh, but we don't, so we have to suffer.
Yeah, we'll suffer.
We'll do the same thing on the other side here. All right.
Okay. See that? Can everybody see that well?
I don't know, you should be able to see
Get a
what it
little
looks like.
closer. Enter down a little.
Then,
That great large pork chop came from a
oh yeah, that's right. We got to name
came
the
from
pig.
a huddle cuddle pig from the Graize Farm. I mean, they love these pigs. They
They
take
do.
care of them, and you know they
Free range and stuff.
have birthday parties and stuff like that. And maybe you'd like to tell them.
Oh yeah, so the they don't name the pigs that people are going to eat, but
No.
they do name the pigs that the 3 mother pigs. They've got no, what are they again? They're from the Golden Girls.
Rose.
There's Rose,
Yeah.
Blanche, Rosemary, Blanche, and whatever the other one
What's
is.
the other one? Anybody can tell us the other one? Yeah, that'd be fine.
Betty White, that one. We don't
Betty
know.
White, we don't know what her name was. She came from St. Olaf, though, she said. That's really not
That's not a place.
It's not a place.
All right, so then, so what we're gonna
Okay.
do is just make sure, maybe back up just a tiny bit.
All right.
So here's the pork chop. It's all ready to go.
See
It's
that?
all seasoned up.
Lift it up a little.
It's all seasoned up.
See that? It's
Yep.
ready to go. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now what's going to happen now?
Is we're going to seal that pork chop
Yep.
in a vacuum seal
Remember,
bag.
this is the sous vide deal.
So here's a roll of them, roll of bags, right? This is all. It's just one roll. You don't. It's not pre-cut, so you got to cut it first.
Cut it with the thing. It comes with the.
It comes with a little,
Little
thing
cutter.
that, like,
Yeah.
cuts it. So you just put it
Yeah.
in like.
This is
maybe like
very simple. Even Mike Reedy could do this.
Mike Reedy would be really good at it. He probably
Well,
has
I
done
don't
it.
know.
Well. Okay, so that cuts it.
Okay.
So now we have just a bag like this.
It's a
You
bag.
put it right here. Close that.
Close
and
it.
hit the seal. So now it's going to manually seal it.
Yep.
Just watch my.
Yeah, I sort of like. They're getting a little bit. You want to?
I like them like that, though.
Yeah, we don't want to fly.
No, they'll be all right.
You call that burnt. I don't know what you
Well,
do.
I like them a little bit burnt, but you don't. I can take
no,
some
I'm
of them
fine.
out.
No, I'm fine.
Okay, so now did it once, right? And then what I like to do is just do it a second time because sometimes it'll leak and then that's no good for the sous vide. Just hit that again. If you look in here close, I can show people. It's just like watch the little progress there, and it'll tell you when it's done.
It's sealing the bag. Heat sealing.
Yep. And then once that turns off, it's on. Take that out, and you can see the bag then is sealed on that one end. Okay.
Extra tight.
Yep. So then the next thing we do is we take our bag, we place the pork chop into it,
Lovely.
just like that.
Ah.
I like to wash my hands.
And we do have water out here and soap.
Oh yeah.
We're ready.
And then,
No.
you know what I did earlier? I put some of this stuff in that too because what's better than maple syrup with the pork, right?
Put that in everything.
So put a little bit of that in, just to sweeten it up a little bit. Okay. So now you might want to dial in on this one, Dad. Hold it up so we can see. So now I take that and I put it into the vacuum sealer.
Right?
Put it down, lock it, and hit the vacuum. And if you can see the vacuum.
It's sucking air right out of that baby. See, so it's vacuum sealing and when it,
vacuums it and seals it.
yeah, once it decides it's all the vacuum's on it, then it seals it. Heats it up and seals it. This is way too complicated for my greedy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We lost him. Okay, so then it's now sealed. What I do is then add another seal just to make sure.
Seal number 2 going in.
I have a little cocktail.
Yeah.
My cocktail.
Got it.
So it's sealing. It's not very exciting.
What?
All right. So now that's done. We're done with this thing for now. So you can back up a little bit. So this is what it looks like. It's just
See that? That pork chop is vacuum sealed in there with
all the
spices
seasonings.
and
Yeah. So what we normally do is when we get a number of these things, what we'll do is we'll freeze some of them. So this one will probably go in the freezer, and then we'll have that next week sometime. But we made another. We had a second one of these that I made earlier, so that it wouldn't take forever.
Yeah.
So what we do is this is right here is our sous vide machine,
Okay.
and let me just get this out of the way.
Reach my coffee on the other hand.
Yeah, you gotta make sure that
I got her.
that's garbage. Okay.
How are those doing?
These are good. I turned it down.
Good.
They are getting a little burnt, but that's kind of like I said. That's why I like them. I can stop them if you want.
I think that
Why don't
would
you
be
show people?
That would be okay.
Get their
Yeah.
opinion.
What do you
What do you think? Why don't you try this one?
That's extra brown.
Here, why don't you try this
All
one?
right, I'll give it a try.
I'll hold it here. Try it.
That's very good.
Tim says that thing sucks. I think he's talking about the vacuum seal.
Oh, he's so funny.
Yeah. What do you
That's
think?
good. Perfect.
Perfect, so turn it off.
I would.
All right.
It's not, it's just
Oh, Rose. is better. Oh, anyway, so okay, sorry. Dorothy. Anyway, so back to the pig. We never even finished that.
oh, okay.
So the pig, so according to Corey, they don't name the baby pigs.
Right.
And so this was one of those.
They
And
grew up.
but Rose, it was Rosemary's or Rose's progeny. So
Yeah.
I think it's Rosemary's baby.
That's
is
what we're
what she
calling
said
this
it was.
Rosemary's baby.
Yeah, Rosemary's baby.
Yeah.
So we'll put that
Yeah.
aside. We'll throw that in the
Yeah,
freezer.
Annette says Dorothy was the other one.
Dorothy.
Yep.
All right, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna pull
okay.
this down so people can see a little bit better. So we have here is we're using this Joule sous vide machine, and this is all it is right here. Is just this little
Just that little white thing.
little white pump, and if you can dial in there, Dad, and show people what it looks like.
There. See, it's just it's just
It's a circulating
yeah.
pump that heats it up.
it heats it up.
And what I use is it just hooks up. It doesn't have. It only has the one button. I don't even know what that's for, honestly. But what you have is an app, right?
Right.
On my iPad.
Yep.
And I
That's
just
good
use
right
that.
there. Yep.
and you can set it at a specific temperature. So in this case, I set it at 140, and so it's right around 140.
Yeah.
And it stays there. I started at 322, and it was fully heated up at 406, and now it's 626. So it's been going for, I set my watch.
322 is the time.
Yeah. It's been going for about 3 hours.
Yep.
It was a little frozen, but we were able to thaw it out overnight.
Yep.
So this is the same exact thing, but this was put in there 3 hours ago. Now you can see it is cooked.
It's cooked.
And there's juice in there,
Yep.
and we're going to add that
And
juice
we
to
could
our,
leave it in there, what, another...
you could put it in the fridge,
Yeah.
and then, or you could leave it in here.
Leave it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it really probably only need to be like 2 hours, but you know, an
Yeah.
extra hour doesn't hurt anything.
No, it doesn't hurt. Once it reaches that temperature, it just stays that temperature.
Yep.
It doesn't cook anymore.
Exactly.
Of course, Kimmy, it doesn't cook any less. See?
So,
There you go.
so then we're going to open this bag up.
All right.
We'll be able to take it out.
Trying not to cut ourselves.
Nope, and I'm going to take a
Not
little
the
bit of this
knife.
juice. I'm going to put it into the. I'm going to show that, yeah. Put that in there. That'll probably make it good.
Putting the juice in with the Brussels.
Yeah.
Mary's probably so jealous.
There we go.
Patrick, hi Patrick. Patrick Welch is watching.
Hi, Patrick.
Friend.
So then, next thing we do is we're going to. Oh yeah, that'll be good. Yeah. So, and people might probably are asking like, why'd you only go to 148 degrees? But you know, so everybody knows you got to heat like pork and chicken up to like 165 or whatever
Yep.
in order to kill all the bacteria.
Right. The bone.
But in this case, because we kept it at that same 140 temperature for 3 hours, or probably an hour and a half, at that temperature all the way through, it kills bacteria in the same exact way as if it were at 165 for a minute. So you don't have to do that. You don't have to keep it as hot. So what that means is that it's basically medium rare in the inside, but it'll be, and all we have to do is sear it, and it'll be done, and still medium rare on the inside. So let me put it on the grill. Should be nice and hot by now. Alright, so now it's just going to sit on the grill for maybe just 2 minutes on each side. This is pretty much done.
Has that seared look and taste.
Yep.
The Brussels.
Yeah, they look good. Oh boy, that's good. That's sweet. Okay, so that's basically it. Now we're just waiting for that to be done. We're going to cut it in half,
Yep.
serve it up.
Serve it up, and then I am, while they're doing that, I'm going to open, excuse me, bottle of wine we got.
Here, I'll
Okay.
tape you doing.
Yep.
This was given to us by Cosmo's dad.
Cosmo's dad, yeah. Cosmo interviewed me. He has his little. This is a twist off. I learned this at when Aaron and Bertie and Megan Account and Pat and I went to the wine club. When you have twist off wine, you do this. Apply. Now I got bad arthritis. So you apply your hand to the thing. You don't turn this. You turn the bottle.
Oh wow.
Uh-huh.
Very fancy.
Yeah. Now this is Stella Rosa, Alicante, 1917, and this is a complimentary bottle. Cosmo's father is a representative of this company, apparently, so he gave us this, and that was very nice, and we do definitely appreciate that. Yeah, we sometimes don't know if we're worth it, but sometimes we do. Yeah, so I'm going to pour a couple of these beauties. Let's see what it looks like. We let it breathe. You gotta let. Oh, look at. Oh my.
Oh, what?
Oh my.
Is it supposed to do that?
Well, it's a sweet wine. I don't know.
What the heck?
You know,
Weird. Okay. I'm up for it.
I'm up for it. Darn right. I will polish off my cocktail here, and then I'm going to have some of that. That wine just looks superb.
Well, maybe we could set up. We could sit over here and have some while we
We could.
eat.
Okay. I will. Excuse me.
I'll bring it over here and I'll try to get let's finish the.
You don't understand the intricacies of big time
video
stuff.
Okay, so this thing is been on for maybe 2 minutes, I would say. So we can kind of just flip it over. And it's only going to need maybe a minute more and then it'll be done. Kathy wants to know if it's maybe a dessert wine.
You know, Cosmo did say that he knew I like sweet wine.
Oh.
So, you know,
We'll try it.
I'll try it right now. You got it. Oh boy, this smells good. Holy mackerel. That is a dessert wine. Is that good or
Is it
what?
really sweet?
Yeah. Oh, that's really good.
Good. All right. Well, this will be almost done. I'm gonna.
Thank you, Cosmo's dad, whose name we don't know.
We don't
We
know,
should.
but he seems like a nice guy.
I'm sure he's a nice guy. He's got a nice kid. And we do know, Cosmo, my little friend, that I think your parents help you a little bit with the show. But it's
That's
a great
okay,
show.
because your son helps you.
Yep.
It all comes full circle.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you know. So get ready for it, Cosmo. Someday you'll be helping
Can
your
you
dad.
imagine, though, for
Yep.
Cosmo in 30 years when he's my age,
Yeah.
or even more, what the technology will be?
Oh, I mean, they really have, you know,
Who knows?
shapeshifters
Virtual reality,
and
all
oh
kinds of weird.
God, yeah. Just think of how crazy it was
Holograms.
in my era. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
here we are on a phone, which I didn't have growing up, and you know, when I lived in this little town of Ghent, you had to go to the exchange and give them a nickel to call your grandpa, tell him, you know what? Yeah, I mean that's the way it was. You know, now look at, you know, this is going all over the world to a whole bunch of folks. So
I'm going to plate this up and then we'll take it over. We'll, I think it's ready. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Plate it here. You want to take these, Dad?
yep, I will.
One there. And then we'll put some Brussels sprouts on there.
You know,
What?
we eat pretty good here. But the past couple of weeks we've been kind of
We've been busy with other stuff,
been
though.
busy and haven't been cooking like we usually do.
No.
By the way, Sean has purchased a book on French cooking.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get into French cooking. That's my plan. All right. So, here we go. This is what it looks like. You can see cooked. It's still juicy in the middle there. I don't know. See if you can see it. So that pork is nice and juicy. Okay, so here, you take that and I'll
Take that.
So we're gonna go and just have a taste here. We won't make you guys watch.
Let's just eat and salivate, slobber.
But we'll give it a shot here. See how this is. Here you go.
Now look at that pork. I mean, come on.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna give it a
Let's
try.
lower this.
Yeah, you got a little. We have a system here because the sun over in the west over there at this time of night.
First, I want to try this wine.
It's really good. You like it. You don't even like red wine. This is just. I'd buy a case of this stuff.
Wow.
Kathy.
That is good. It's fizzy.
Yeah,
Strangely.
it's fizzy and it's not terribly sweet, but it's just about right.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's try it. So yeah, so just showing people here. Nice and juicy. Ooh.
Oh my God!
Really
Yeah.
good. A little salt maybe. A little salt.
You can taste the maple syrup,
Yeah, you can.
and you can taste the rosemary,
Mm-hmm.
because we all know that pork absorbs all the, the spice.
It's not overdone.
No, no, just right.
I don't think. Hey, you can really taste that maple syrup. It's really strong.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna put a little bit
Blood salt. Blood pressure's gonna go right up there.
because all the stress I'm under.
Oh yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, that's sous vide cooking.
Yep, that's sous vide cooking.
It's that simple.
That simple, and this is sous vide eating. I don't know what that costs.
Well, you can get them for like 100, 150 bucks.
Yeah.
Still a circulating pump.
And you have to be a little bit savvy, tech savvy, but
Not that.
I haven't been in service yet, but I wouldn't be hard.
Yep.
I wouldn't screw it up too bad. So
All right.
I think the next time we'll get together will be Tuesday.
Yep.
And we'll finish that watercolor. I'm going to do a little work. I was looking at it today, and it was a little anemic, so we're going to have to add some more color. But we can do that. And we'll do that and just paint until it's done. And you guys can watch me paint if you don't want to. Yeah. But have a great weekend. Yeah. Take care, everybody. Thank you.
Weekend. Stay safe out there.
Yep.
Adios.
Adios.